So, in this video, we are going to talk about the strategic questioning method, SPIN. So, SPIN is also a book by Neil Rackham. I have it linked here if you're interested. If you take the advanced sales class, you will read that book. It's a method or technique where each question has a purpose and has an order in which you ask the questions. So, getting into them, you have situation questions, problem questions, implication questions, and need payoff. And then briefly, your situation questions are going to revolve around or concern what's currently going on in this situation. The problem questions are going to revolve around what issues or needs are there because of the situation or along with. The implication questions are going to be from those problems or issues you're experiencing, what is the impact of that on you, your business, your employees? And the need or need payoff questions are going to be essentially, yes, this is a problem. Yes, I want to solve it. So getting into the details. Situation, as I mentioned, data gathering questions, you're getting facts, you're getting background information. So a whole lot of examples, but the thing you want to remember about these questions is if you can find out the information beforehand, so for example, with what is your role at the company, then find out that information and don't ask what their role is. That may allow you, one, to save time, but then to ask, I know that you are the manager of whatever. Could you tell me a little bit about your responsibilities in that role? So with the situation questions, things we want to remember are, well, one, the impact of them. They're the least powerful. And what do I mean in terms of powerful? Well, powerful, I mean, is asking that question going to bring out information that is going to help you in selling to this potential buyer? Like, is it going to really bring to light a pain point? No, but it's going to help you get there. So they're the least powerful, and less experienced or less successful salespeople ask too many. So as I mentioned before, do your research ahead of time so that you can eliminate any questions that are unnecessary. So situation questions I would have as facts. So situation is going to be facts. Those are mostly facts, information. That's what you're uncovering. So problem questions. So with problem questions, you are having the potential buyer explicitly say what their issues are. So what are pain points? What are problems that are going on? So how long does it take to do a process? I'm getting to maybe saving time or efficiency. How expensive is whatever? Maybe saving cost. What happens if you're not successful? What are consequences? How reliable is something? How much effort is required to do XYZ? So for example, I may know that, okay, I'm Paycom, I'm a payroll software. I may know that I can save managers a lot of time by streamlining their payroll and kind of putting it in the employee's hands. Um, and so I would probably ask questions that would get to that potential need. So, impact. Definitely more powerful than situation questions because you're bringing up a problem or a pain point. As you become more experienced, you're going to ask more of these. And as I mentioned, in order to come up with these, you really have to think about your product or your service in terms of needs that it can solve. So, with problem questions, going back to my Word doc, this is going to be issues, needs, um, so that's kind of how I think about those kind of questions. And so I'm just writing these little notes down because for me, when I start to think about the questions, I try to remember like the objective of the question. So these would be objectives. Like, what am I trying to get to? So the next type of question, and this is the order they should go in, is implication. What is the impact of this problem? So it really does underscore why this problem needs to be solved. Because a lot of times customers might realize that they have an issue, but they haven't thoroughly thought through the impact of that issue. So a need or an issue can cause additional problems and have additional impact. So for example, productivity cost. If you have this extra amount of time, so if I can save you time, what else could you be doing? What happens if this prevents you from hitting your goals? How is this impacting your team members? Maybe there is low morale and it's causing employee turnover. You know, how has this problem hurt or impacted your KPIs? KPIs are key performance indicators. What's the impact on your operation? So all questions like that. So these are the most powerful because you not only bringing up the pain point, but you're emphasizing. Like, not only is there a problem, but this is the impact of that problem. And so it's really important that you plan these questions so that you get the wording or phrasing right. So I also term these questions as the negative now. So what is the negative implication of the issue you are currently experiencing? So again, what's the negative implication of the current issue or problem, however you want to say that? So the last type of questions are the need or need payoff. So with the need payoff, you're working towards a solution. So you're essentially leading them to the solution by asking them, okay, if I could fix this problem, or if this didn't exist, how would things be? How much better would things be? So you're getting them to essentially tell you that they do want a solution to the problem. And so if they're telling you they do want a solution to the problem, then you can come in next with your benefits-based presentation that is a solution to the problem. So how would solving this problem significantly impact you in a specific way? If a supplier helped you meet the expectations of your customers, what impact would that have on you and your business? So these are pretty versatile. You do want to ask these. You are getting your buyer to tell you the solution or benefit or agree to that they want to solve the problem. So back to my Word doc. This I term as the positive future, if I can spell. So with this question, I'm getting my potential customer, to say, yes, I want to solve this. Yes, if this wasn't an issue, life would be better. So essentially, need payoff. If these issues no longer exist, how is life going to be better? How is business going to be better in the future? So putting that all together in terms of a model, whoops. So you have your situation questions, you're finding out facts. From your situation questions, you're going down a level. So these all build off of each other. And you're asking about issues that have arisen from the situation. From there, you're getting to implied needs. So clearly stated issues. From there, I ask my implication questions. What is the impact of these current problems? Then to needs payoff, about a future and a solution, which brings out explicit needs. So what they're wanting, that they want to take action. From there, I can then present benefits, which I do in the next step, which is the presentation.